Once upon a time, in a bustling city filled with skyscrapers and noise, there lived a girl named Amelia. Amelia was known throughout the city for her wealth, beauty, and arrogance. She lived in a grand mansion with servants at her beck and call, surrounded by all the luxuries money could buy. But despite her opulent lifestyle, Amelia was lonely. She had no true friends, for her heart was as cold as the marble statues that adorned her mansion. One day, Amelia's family grew tired of her selfish ways. They were dismayed by her haughty attitude and her disdain for those less fortunate than herself. So, they made a decision that would change her life forever. They decided to send her to live with her uncle in a humble village far away from the city. Amelia was outraged when she heard the news. How dare her family exile her to some insignificant village? But deep down, she knew she had no choice but to obey. Reluctantly, she packed her bags and set off for the countryside, her heart filled with resentment and anger. As the carriage rattled along the dusty road, Amelia watched in disdain as the towering buildings of the city gave way to fields and forests. Finally, they arrived at her uncle's quaint cottage nestled among the trees. Her uncle, a kind and gentle man, welcomed her with open arms. But Amelia could barely muster a polite smile as she surveyed her new surroundings.
Uncle Thomas. Welcome, Amelia. I'm so glad you're here. I hope you'll come to love our village as much as I do.
Amelia. Love this place? Ha! I'll never love anything as dreary as this village.
But despite her protests, Amelia's uncle insisted that she give village life a chance. Reluctantly, she agreed to stay for a month, determined to prove to her family that she belonged in the city, not in some rustic village. As the days passed, Amelia began to begrudgingly adapt to her new life. She helped her uncle tend to his crops and care for his animals, though she complained bitterly about the dirt and the hard work. But despite her initial reluctance, Amelia found herself drawn to the simplicity and beauty of village life. One day, while exploring the woods near her uncle's cottage, Amelia stumbled upon a clearing where a group of children were playing. Among them was a boy named Daniel, whose bright eyes and warm smile melted her icy heart.
Daniel. Hello there. I'm Daniel. What's your name?
Amelia. I'm Amelia. What are you all doing out here?
Daniel. We're playing tag. Do you want to join us?
Amelia hesitated for a moment, then reluctantly agreed. As she chased and was chased by the other children, she felt a warmth and joy she had never experienced before. For the first time in her life, she felt like she belonged. As the days turned into weeks, Amelia's heart softened, and she found herself making friends with the villagers and the animals alike. She discovered the joy of helping others and the beauty of a life lived simply and honestly. But just as Amelia was beginning to find happiness in the village, tragedy struck. A fierce storm swept through the countryside, destroying crops and homes in its wake. In the chaos that followed, Amelia's uncle became trapped beneath a fallen tree.
Amelia! Uncle Thomas! Hang on, I'll get help!
Without a second thought, Amelia dashed into the storm, her heart filled with fear for her beloved uncle. She ran through the rain-soaked fields, her feet slipping in the mud, until she reached the neighboring village. There, she rallied the villagers to her uncle's aid, and together they worked tirelessly to free him from the wreckage. And in that moment, as she watched her uncle's grateful smile, Amelia realized that she had finally found her true purpose in life. From that day forward, Amelia dedicated herself to helping others and making the village a better place. With Daniel and her animal friends by her side, she worked tirelessly to rebuild what the storm had destroyed, and in the process, she found the family and the love she had been searching for all along. And so, the once arrogant girl who had been sent to the village against her will become its greatest champion and its most beloved resident. And as she looked out over the fields and forests she now called home, she knew that she had finally found the happiness and the fulfillment she had been searching for all her life.